Yeah, and that's one of the things that we talk about, organic stuff. For example, Jessica and I both use stuff that happens in our real lives during the course of writing a book. My accidental killing of a cat, a roadkill late last year, becomes the end to my spy book. The prostate stuff here ends up in this book, and that's why I made Paulie have a prostate issue. Um, someone has a hernia in this book. I forget who. I had a hernia around this time too.
Yeah, hers are more hidden than yours. Yours are more openly obvious if you've read anything of yours.
Oh.
Hers seem like they're kind of incorporated to the work, and that she's not looking to document her every piss and fart. Not that there's anything wrong with doing such. Um, yeah, it's the next chapter after that kind of leads into enter bit by bit. So this is the first incident of bit. It's interesting. Chapter 54, as absurdly long as it is, it's divided into three segments, and the first segment is almost 900,000 words, and then the first two are a page, and then I think only like a word or two.
It's divided into four segments. It's divided into about 900,000 words, then 20,000 words, then just like a paragraph, and then one word.
Oh well, that okay.
And
Um,
that one word ending is again a nod to the ending of Angela's Ashes by Frank McCourt. He has one chapter that ends with the word "tis," which becomes the title of his second memoir. And I did the same thing, but mine is much more organically woven into the structure of the book, and it's much more funny that the way it ends.
I think that this is some of the this is the first instance that you will see of some of the public domain characters really taken to absurd lengths too. This is a section that is repeated many times, especially the interaction with Dennis Hopper, where he's peeing off on the side and whatnot.
And let me say, I did chapter 54 first, and then I took sections from chapter 54 as I was writing it and put them in different parts of the book. And as I went over 8, 9, 10, 12 times of chapter 54, I would change things. But when I took things out, like here in chapter 13, which is from chapter 54, it might be an earlier version. And so I have all of these things. And so it's repetition, but each iteration is slightly different. It might be slightly punctuated differently. It might have a few little quotations a little bit differently. It might just have a single word that's different that has an important thing, both in chapter 54 and elsewhere. And the thing that happens here is by having this LSD section of bit scattered throughout the book before and after the main section 54, chapter 54, it gives the idea that maybe this whole narrative is all part of a dream or part of Bit von Reingel. So I have Bit von Reingel's acid dream almost becoming within Manny Cole's manuscript. In essence, the way I use Manny Cole's manuscript is using Bit von Reingel's acid trip to add another layer of dimension.